Hey, it's Tom Collins with 8FigureBusiness.com. Another quick training video. This time we're going to promote a little 8-Figure Bootcamp. In there you can go to 8FigureBootcamp.com to learn more. It's by personal invitation and application only, so I want you to either get a referral or call me personally if it's something you want to do and attend. I need to know who's coming in the sense of there's a kind of the right mix of people that attend. We just don't open this up to anybody who just pays. But anyway, check it out. There's actually some good information in there, some good videos as well. So today what we're going to talk about as part of the commercial for the boot camp is finding money. So there's a bunch of ways to find money, and a lot of people, you know, think, oh, I have to go get an angel investor or go get some buddies or whatever, kind of the formal way. And I'm going to talk about that just a little bit in just a second. But what I want to do is I want to give you 3 examples of students who attended my first boot camp. Jeremy, Steve, and Susan. If you know them, you're going to know these stories and you're going to go, oh yeah, you know, and so give them credit where credit's due, because they went and pulled this off. They went and did these things. They are the masters of their domain. I might have given them some ideas, but in our intersecting paths, this is what happened. So Jeremy, he and I sat down, had a conversation. This is actually at the site, just a short snippet of it. Had a conversation. He was like, hey, I want to grow my business. We're hitting 7 figures. We want to go a lot bigger. But I don't really have any money to spend on ads. I'm kind of spending all that I'm making, and that's probably enough to tell about Jeremy. So we sat down and just went through his funnel and helped him put together a couple of things, and so that helped him add multiple 6 figures to his business. So what he was able to do, and just to keep it simple, here's an example of his funnel. What he was doing was basically spending everything that came in. What we did is we built enough back-end revenue here that he was able to live on this. He and his partner were able to live on this. And then all of the money, or a percentage, I'm guessing it was more of a percentage than all of it, because if it was all of it, it was a significant amount of money that they could be blowing on advertising in a very productive way, of course. But this money then became available for ad spend. So he was able to get over the JV addiction, over the organic addiction of, hey, I get all my leads, I'm completely relying on somebody else's whim, I'm not sure if I'm going to get another lead tomorrow, to being able to convert to the ad spend world. But also we built enough back end here that he actually didn't even need to worry about it. So there's some cool things going on with Jeremy. It's been, what, a year and a half, 2 years now since he's been. So the first step was they added some multiple 6 figures, put themselves in a position of choice where they had the cash to do whatever they wanted with it, and that's kind of the key of it, is he was able to find it really within his own customer database. So Steve, just got off the phone with Steve a couple of days ago, and I won't take credit for this one necessarily, just that I know Steve. He actually got this idea from somebody else, and I just kicked myself just going, gosh, you know what, why didn't I help Steve do that a year and a half ago? Because that's a year and a half of this kind of income that he didn't get. So sorry, Steve. But this one's all about continuity income. In fact, I have a video somewhere else on the blog. If you go back to 8FigureBusiness.com, there's a video. It's called the SAM video. It's basically how we had a failed campaign at PMI that just was this failed coaching campaign, and what it turned into was about $23 or $24 million in revenue, all from continuity, all at massively high margin, and it became the template for us for what became, you know, maybe $100 million in continuity over the next 5 years from other sources that we were able to build. So very, very successful template. So I would go watch that for sure. So Steve just told me about this. Steve's a very good affiliate marketer, now has his own campaign, so he's his own merchant, he's doing his own thing, using all of the traffic strategies that he used to be a super affiliate, now on his own programs. And he was telling me, he goes, yeah, I added this continuity program. It's such a great feeling, because now I wake up every month and I have money coming in automatically because of continuity. I'm not just waking up starting at 0 every month and having to buy media all by myself, right? So yeah, he's still buying media, no doubt about that. He's going to keep growing his empire to be a big, significant, way more significant than it is, because it's pretty good as it is. But adding that piece was a huge injection of cash to him. The other thing with Steve is we had a conversation at Affiliate Summit, not affiliate, yeah, well, in January at the DICE event, about how introducing big ticket as a back end was something he'd never known, never thought of. So if that's something you've never known, never thought of, never thought you could do that in your world, the world is changing, and big ticket upsells and big ticket back end are going far and beyond just coaching these days, and in all kinds of shape and variety. So continuity and coaching are two huge things. So finally, Susan, same thing. Susan had this great experience. She got up. So what we do at the boot camp is we do funnel review. We go through your funnel. Where are your customers? What's your database? What do you do? How much money does that mean? But what we look for is we look for opportunities and we look for breaks. Like, hey, that's broken. This is an opportunity, right? That's an opportunity. Let's add this extension, make that opportunity. We dissect your business really, really in detail. So Susan did this, did her model, and she says, yeah, I have this event. I do an annual event, and it's sold out 6 months in advance. And she was stuck, right? She couldn't see the forest for the trees, and I don't know how stuck she was. So Susan, you might want to come on in an interview and tell us how stuck you really were. But we went, wait, your event sold out 6 months in advance? Yeah. Well, and I'm selling coaching, and it's sold out too, and I have a waiting list. And so it was really easy to go through this, and you're already going, well, yeah, what you do is you sell more events, or you make the event more pricey, or, you know, so we did some things, added a couple of extra coaching steps, added some more money, but effectively, at the end of the event, I felt like we added $1 million to Susan's bottom line without any more work, without any new ad copy, no new campaigns, literally just changing a price from this to this. And it was just an easy thing to do, and I know there's so many of you that are doing that, you know, and Perry Belcher, kudos to you, man. You said this the best. At the event, if you guys were at the Ryan Dice Perry Belcher event, if you didn't, you should go. But Perry got up and said, man, you know what's so cool? We did something, da-da-da, and it doubled our conversion. And then he goes, you know what's exciting about that is it doubled our conversion, because from today on, we're going to make all this money. He goes, you know what stinks is we've been running that campaign for 3 years. He goes, I unfortunately did the math of how much money I lost for the last 3 years. And I tell you what, there's just no way around that conversation not being painful. So anyway, I promise you, 99% of you are losing money in the way that I just explained to you, because you're doing great. You're doing fine. You're making money, but you need another set of eyes on your business. You can do that at the boot camp. You can do that in the mastermind groups that you're in. You know all kinds of ways to do it, but it is something we do at the boot camp. And one more thing, because I want to get back to our topic of finding money, is my buddy Professor Jim Solomon, and he's going to be a guest speaker at our boot camp, and I think we're gonna do an interview with Jim here soon, so you can get to know him before you come to the boot camp. But Jim and I crossed paths about 15 years ago when PMI was first started. He had a company that was a vendor of ours. We sold a boatload of his product, had a great relationship over the years, and just kind of reacquainted ourselves about 3 years ago. Jim has been in the public arena raising money for public companies, microcap companies specifically. One of the things that these microcap companies need besides money, which he's successful at doing, is they need internet marketing. They need sales acquisition. They need those things. So we're on the lookout, by the way, for internet marketers who can understand, you know, really what a microcap company needs. We can explain some of that to you, but we're looking for really to build some A-team people that can come in and do some services. On the flip side, if you're at that solo stage and you're like, man, if I had $20,000, if I had $100,000, if I had $1 million, you know what kind of difference that would make in my business? If you have those thoughts, you need to meet Professor Jim. One way to do it, obviously, is at the boot camp, because Jim is the master at helping small businesses, little guys who've been turned down for loans, little guys who have no credit cards, little guys who need 10 or 20K just to get the ball rolling, all the way up to guys that are real players, have real businesses, and want to go play the bigger boy game and know that they have the wherewithal to do it. He's one of those guys, and we've teamed up. My PMI background and doing some significant DR money is kind of what we decided to get together on this. So anyway, come meet Jim. Look for the interview coming soon. He's going to be at the boot camp. We're not sure if he's going to spend half a day or a full day there, but it's going to be good stuff. So if you need to find money, you can find it in your customers, you can find it in your funnel, you can find it by adding branches to your existing funnel. I guarantee you there's some easy things to do, and there's all kinds of other things on top of that as well. But anyway, 8FigureBootcamp.com. If you know me, you're welcome to apply. If you get referred by someone I know, you're welcome to apply. If we don't know each other, we should get to know each other before you apply to come, but you should at least look at that and see kind of what's available to you. We're having it here soon. So anyway, talk to you soon. Hope this was helpful. Tom Collins, 8 Figure Business, signing out.